Alright folks, as I've stated many times in the past, there is so much stuff going on that even I cannot possibly keep ahead of it all. And in fact, I have a faux pas to admit to, that something actually did slip past my radar. It appears that SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligent life, has came across an unknown signal, and it totally zipped beneath my radar until somebody had brought it to my attention. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world. Evil must be punished.
Alright, folks, got me some pizza.
Pizza.
And pizza. That's right. And it's actually quite good. So, it's from Schwan's. So, they do indeed. And so I got my pizza, got my Mountain Dew. And I got my smoke, so I'm good to go.
Now, any houses are cold to be gone in, we'll be upset.
And so I have information, and my first reference will be directly from NASA's own website, where it says, Astronomy Picture of the Day. Each day, a different image or a photograph of our fascinating universe is featured, along with a brief explanation written by a professional astronomer. Okay. Now, this is dated February the 6th, 2011. And the title of the picture, which I will show you right now, is called An Anomalous SETI Signal. Credit and copyright to the SETI League, obviously. And the caption under it goes thusly: Explanation. No one knows for sure what caused this signal. There is a slight possibility that it just might originate from an extraterrestrial intelligence. The bright colors on the blue background indicate that an anomalous signal was received here on Earth by a radio telescope involved in a search for extraterrestrial intelligence, aka SETI. A search for these signals is ongoing by several groups, including volunteer members of the SETI League. Time labels the vertical axis of the above plot, and frequency marks the horizontal axis. Although this strong signal was never positively identified, astronomers have identified it in many attributes characteristic of a more mundane and ultimately terrestrial origin. In this case, a leading possibility is that the signal originates from an unusual modulation between a GPS satellite and an unidentified Earth-based source. Many unusual signals from space remain unidentified. No signal has yet been strong enough or run long enough to be unambiguously identified as originating from an extraterrestrial intelligence. And they say, well, Vaughn, sounds like they're shooting it down. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Shooting what down?
The signal, dear.
What signal?
Amazing that you should ask, because I'm getting ready to play it right now. Let's play the signal so that you all get to hear. Hopefully it won't be real loud. And it helps to turn on my audio. Yes, indeedy. Alright, let's try this again.
What the hell? That's a creepy signal.
It is creepy. It is indeed creepy.
That is not from here.
Well, The signal is rather reminiscent of the old 1950s UFOs, UFO movies and whatnot. And I mean, that was the first thing I thought of, was an old black and white UFO movie from the 50s.
You're saying, it's not from our time.
Well, it very well. See, that's another. One of the theories is that when we throw signals, radio signals, TV signals, when we throw them out there in space, they just kind of hang out there and kind of bounce around and make their way all around the cosmos.
The aliens will respond from
Yeah, exactly. And the theory goes that once we put a signal out there, it's out there for life.
I don't
So
think
old reruns of My Three Sons and Leave It to Beaver and Lucille Ball. Yeah, they're all out there, and that's one theory that's out there. And this, could this be one of those signals? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
I never really gotten that.
Yeah, well, that's fine, dear. All right, and I'm at a German blog where they kind of poo-poo it as well. Samstag 12, February 2011. Falscher Alarm, kein News SETI Signal entdeckt. Washington, USA. Aufregung und ein vermeintlich News Radio Signal von möglicherweise Ausrüder. Boy, that's some tough, big words for German. Anyway, let's go on. Let's go to some easy shit here. Ein audio. Yeah. Okay. Well, where is it where they say that? Okay, they've got a little meter thing up here that is more in depth as to where it came from, etc., etc. I can't speak it very well, I can't read it very well, but I can understand most of it. Anyway, the point is that basically the website is poo-pooing the idea, based largely upon the idea that, well, it was already, it could very, it could very well be a previous signal that had already been out there, and it was basically coming back around and we was catching it again. One of those deals. And they cite several examples of signals from a while back, 15 May 2009, and 21 November 2007, 28 October 2007, just to cite a few examples. And they're thinking that perhaps this is merely just a loop around, and we're catching an older signal again, which it's possible. It's possible, but I just, in light of the things that are going on now, I have to wonder about that. I have to wonder about that. Let's see the chart that they posted real quick. And so, here's your signal. I'm not sure what the two larger, thicker bands up at the top are all about, but the long, narrow, thin line in the lower right, that's the signal you just heard. Let me play the audio again. And so, I have to wonder, I really have to wonder, folks. I'm not entirely sold on the idea that this is a false signal. I could be wrong. But I'm just not totally sold on the idea. And I'm not dissing the German website at all. But I don't know. Call it a gut thing. I'm just not so sure to dismiss this thing. But, especially when I've got somebody saying that we are indeed setting up for a first contact type scenario. So, I don't know. Now, like I said, let me reiterate for those of you that might be catching this late. The signal was received on the 6th of February 2011. So that's just a few days ago, folks. So this is still pretty fresh, I guess. It's a few days old.
Just like my cold.
Yeah, like my wife's cold. I went through Microsoft Translator. Hopefully it did it fairly well, so I can kind of read the German website verbatim. False alarm, no new SETI signal detected is the title. This is the English translation of the German blog. Washington, USA, excitement about a supposed new radio signal may be extraterrestrial origin. A NASA page computer printout of a collected radio signal was presented last Sunday, where, according to the notes to the image, still when a also small possibility that it comes from intelligent alien source. Research has shown, however, that there is a currently detected signal and not lasting even the discoverer emanating from a terrestrial origin. That made no sense, but that's translation for you. Explanation of figure APOD explains following. Nobody knows for sure what's causing the signal. Slight chance that it comes from intelligent alien source. Blah 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 blah. I already read that for you. Despite a link referencing mapping of the figure on APOD with the numerous printing of potential and yet not clearly identified and added to short-term signals in the archives of SETI League, is not so easy. The signal was discovered by Jerry Caban on a frequency of 1420.477 megahertz. After some technical explanations, which indicates that the signal could not be detected for several days at the same time and not the known modulations have shown to him, but also the discoverer concludes that it involves an intermodulation of a strong GPS signal with a local signal. Now, my problem with that theory is that any signal out there is going to bounce off of our stuff. Okay, I mean, it kind of goes to reason that any signal that's out there is going to bounce off of one of our satellites or, what have you. So that's not necessarily an indication that we don't have a legitimate signal here. So I'm still kind of on the fence about this one. I think this could be legit. I don't know, obviously. But I thought I'd throw it out there for you, both pro and con, and let you decide for yourself. It is still quite spooky. I mean, it sounds like it come right out of a 1950s horror movie.
Creepy.
It is creepy.
Something you pick up on an AVP.
It is creepy. It is creepy. But so I don't know. Could it be? Yeah. Maybe if this meeting in Germany takes place with these aquatic ETs, then I guess everything will be revealed, won't it? But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, and I'll give you all the relevant links down below. And so that's pretty much all I've got. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. See ya. Say bye-bye, Boo Bear. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.